today I'm going to be doing like a little bit of a vlog style, taking you with me throughout the day. I'm going to be doing almost like a bit of a New Year reset on the house. There's some few things that I really want to like do coming into the new year, little bits that I've bought to try and refresh things a little bit. So hi guys, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Juliette and I do new videos on this channel every week. And today I thought I would do like a little bit of a New Year reset, but it's not going to be like, I've watched a few of these videos, it's not going to be anything extra. It's just there's a few things in the house that I wanted to get ready for spring, and I think sometimes when like you get all the Christmas decorations away and you give it a bit of a clean, there's just a few things you like to change around. Like I try to make things a little bit brighter. I've got a few furnishings that I've bought, which I will show you. A couple of things from Primark, a couple of things from B&M, things like that. One of the ways I like to have a little bit of a reset in the house is actually change my prints over in the picture frames, and that's why today's video is sponsored by Desenio. If you haven't heard of Desenio, they're a huge Swedish company where they offer Scandinavian prints. They do so many, such lovely ones, and they also have new prints every month, which is great. There is so much stuff on their website. You can design your own gallery wall, which I use a lot. They also have things like their own magazine now, and they also have like featured pages where they have like hand-picked prints from artists. So they have their own team that go out and take these amazing beautiful pictures, and I love scrolling the website and buying from Desenio. And they've kindly given me a code as well. So between the 6th and the 9th of January, you're going to be able to use my code Mrs. Dudley and you will get 45% off printings. It doesn't include personalised prints, but there is so much variety on there, you won't even need to go to that section. The offer expires 1 minute before midnight on the 9th of January, so make sure you head out and make the most of my discount. So I actually have in my home a couple of their winter prints. I changed them over. You might have seen in a video I did recently. I'll put a little clip in here. I actually switched my prints over at Christmas time, like winter time. I've got these two beautiful prints in the kitchen and two in the downstairs toilet, and so I just switched those over on like the different seasons, and I think it's just a really great way of like refreshing your home on the new season. Leave the link below, as I always do, in the description box. So yeah, make sure you use that code and head over, and I'm going to show you some of the prints that I've actually got from them this time. One of them I'm so excited about because it's a bit different and I really wanted to share it with you. So I love the prints for Desenio, like I've said, and I really wanted to mix up the ones in my living room as well. The ones that I've got in there at the moment I will show you because I'm going to put them in the frames. They're very autumnal colours and I love them, but I wanted something just like a little bit different for the new year. And so I picked up a couple of options because I do have some of the 50 by 70s in the hallway as well, but I also did get some for either the office or the new bedroom, and I actually got them in this size, which is the 30 by 40. Now I always love to get the oak frames for most of my rooms apart from the living room, which is white, but I saw these and I could not resist. So this one is like a bloom, I know you can see that. Then I also picked up this feather because I just really love these for the office, or like I say, the makeup room. And then finally this one. This is actually like some scripture and I just really loved the wording on this. So it says, "Someday everything will make perfect sense. So for now, laugh at the confusion, smile through the tears, and keep reminding yourself that everything happens for a reason. Today will never come again. Be a friend, encourage someone, take time to care. Let your words heal and not wound. Love, 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 because love conquers all." I love that so much, I really do. But what a beautiful quote, and I think it's lovely for people to read if they come round. So yeah, I just really liked that with like either the feather or with the bloom. I'm going to have a play around. I did get 3 because I thought if I put them in my wardrobe room I might be able to put the 3 in a row. So yeah, I'm going to pop them in a minute, but I'm very excited to see these. The first 2 ideas were more like on the Mediterranean style. So it was these. I loved this one so much. It's an olive plant in just a brass brass vase. But then I thought that this one went so lovely with it. So this is like a concrete wall with the olive leaves, but I thought those two together would be a really nice pairing, and I bought them. I don't know whether I'm going to put them in the living room or the hallway, but I'll probably just get all my frames down, have a look what fits best, and go from there. And then the other option that I had, this was for the living room. I think I'm going to put these in the living room. I just love the idea, and the quality of these prints. I can't ever stop to tell you, like, they are such good quality, but I really liked these. So this is like a closed bloom. It's almost opening down the bottom. And then they have this really cool thing on the website which says pairs with, and it will show you like a list of the prints that might go nice with it. But I also got this one, which is the one where the bloom is actually open. So I thought together they would look so nice. I got them for the living room. I thought they would just really look nice together. And this final one, I can't wait to share it with you. This is one of my New Year's kind of things. I want to get a little bit more organised. Don't we all on the New Year? But the biggest thing for me is the family planning, because like planning the whole family, like what we're doing. And so I thought if I have kind of like a command centre, which sounds very like OTT, because I've seen a lot of people on there, especially like mummy vloggers, who do like really in-depth command centres. I'm not one of those, I'm not gonna lie, it won't work. But I got this, and I picked up the frame to go with it, which is the 50 by 70. But I got this, which is a weekly plan. So it's got, they had a few different ones, but this one has got Monday through to Sunday. It's got an area here for notes, and it's also got a to-do list down the bottom. And this goes in the frame, and then what you can do is you can write on the frame with your markers. Now you can get a chalk pen from Desenio, but I've got some whiteboard markers that I'm going to use. I've got so many of those. So yeah, I'm going to frame this and put it up in my, down by my back door downstairs. And I just feel like that might really help, because it's just a place where you can just write things, everybody can put things in. It's also might be good to get the kids involved as well. So yeah, that's everything I picked up, but I'm going to show you everything on the walls. Okay, so I picked a few organisation bits up from B&M, so I thought I'll just show you that. Only a couple of things. I got these amazing little glass jars with the wooden lids. Can't beat a glass jar with a wooden lid. These ones have got the airtight seal on, which is amazing. These were just £2. They also had the ones that were like, I'd say this size, and they were £3, but I've already got quite a few of the larger jars, so I thought we'd get these. These work really well for grains, for dried fruit. I put Matt's different powders in them, because he has like creatine powder and isolate protein powder or whatever, so these ones just work really well. So I got 3 of those, £2 each. I also picked this up. Now this, I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. I'm definitely addicted to buying organisation. This was £4, so I think that's a sale price. It expands out, so it expands out like that, so you could fit it in a bigger drawer. And I just thought that would be so good. This would be really good if you've got those wider kitchen drawers, but it's really good how you can, how these kind of, you could just expand one side out, or you know, you could just put it out like a little bit. I think they're both the same kind of size, but like I say, you could either do them half and half, or all the way out, or just one side. Yeah, I thought that was a really good bargain for £4. This would come in so useful for Leo's room, actually, for stationery. Probably have more of a problem hoarding organisational products than anything else, which kind of defeats the object, doesn't it? And finally, the last thing I picked up from Primark to spruce the home for the new year is some lighter cushion covers. Now, I actually bought these in maroon and forest green for in my living room for winter, but I was thinking I could leave the forest green for now, because it's like quite a nice spring colour as well, and then put them with the, like, that was a mark then, put them with like the lighter cream colour. And then I thought, you know what, with this like theme running downstairs, we've got the olive plants, I think that would look really nice. So yeah, I'm really excited to pop those in there as well. While I just remember, I wanted to quickly show you this book now. So yeah, if you're new to my channel, you might not know this, because I bought this last year for me, from me to me, for my birthday. But another thing that I love to read and look over, and it really gives me like just really nice positive vibes when I'm coming into a new year is this book from Nikki Boyd. Now Nikki Boyd, I think she originally was from YouTube. She's definitely on YouTube. She's At Home with Nikki, and it's this book called Beautifully Organised. Now not only is this a beautiful coffee table book, I actually have this on display in our bedroom all the time anyway, but I love this. It's so aesthetically pleasing, and it gives you loads of tips and tricks on how to organise your home. And then it has all the different sections for all the different rooms as well, so speciality spaces, craft rooms, kids spaces, kitchen, like everything in there, home office. I just think it's a really nice book to have a look for inspiration, and if you need a little bit of motivation and a push, this is a really nice book. So again, I will link this below. It's from I got mine from Amazon. I think it was about £20. I don't know whether it's on offer at the moment, but yeah, I really, really love this book. And again, another recommendation if you're looking to give your home a refresh this year. So these are the current prints in my hallway. I've got that one there, and I also have the Reed one on there. So I love these. I think they're really fresh, but they're also, I find, because of the tone of them, like quite wintry. I don't know what you think, but these are the ones I was thinking of putting the olive ones into, and these are the ones in the living room. So again, I love this pair. I really, really do. But I just, like I say, don't you think they're just very autumnal? And I just thought I would just change it. That one looks a bit wonky, actually. So I thought I'd just switch them out. So I'm going to get these down off the wall, get the ones out the hall down. I'll put them on here and I'll change them over, and then I'll switch these cushion covers as well.
What's it like to hold his hand when he tells you that you're all he wants? And it's midnight, oh, I'm thinking about him. I have got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name, and I'm running out of time. I wish he felt the same, and I'm acting stupid like every day. Don't know what to do or what I should say.
Okay, so this is the final little project that I've been really excited about. So this is my utility room down there, but we don't go down there at the moment because we had a flood. Long story short, about 18 months ago. We're still waiting for the insurance on that, so it's a bit of a work in progress. But this wall here is just a plain wall. You've got the door to the dining room here, and then a step up into the kitchen that way. So what I thought was to use the planner on this wall. So I've got my trusty command strips. A couple of tips, what I will say is I always hang my prints with these. I just find them so easy, and if you have a bigger print, you can always cut these in half and put like more around the frame, because the frames, I'll just show you here, the frames themselves, like that bit there is quite thin, so you can use these command strips or cut them in half and put them along there. Another thing that I will just quickly point out, I always rave about Desenio frames, because yes, okay, Desenio frames are more expensive than, like, say a frame from Asda, I don't know, IKEA maybe, I don't know. Anyway, what I will say though is these are such good quality frames, and the one thing that I love about them are these, the way the frame clips in. So it's like these little swivel clips that you push and swivel out the frame, and they're just so much better than, you know, like those little metal ones that you have to peel back, because they snap off. And there's loads on there, so it's not like there's just one or two. You also get the hardware if you're going to hang it vertically or horizontally, and also it's not glass, it's perspex, which is perfect because number one, it means it doesn't weigh as much, so command strips are easier to use. But second of all, if you've got little people around the house or animals, just make sure that it's a bit safer. Anyway, this is the wall, and I'm just gonna measure where I want to put it, but this is the weekly plan that I was telling you about. I've popped it in the frame and I really love it. So you're gonna have the ring light there, so what I'll do is I'll put it on the wall and then I will show you what it looks like. But I'm just gonna measure it up, pop it on, and then I'll show you. So that's probably as straight as I'm gonna get it because my wall's wonky, like I said, but I'm quite happy with that now, how it is, I think, she says. So I'm happy with that now. I love how that looks on that wall. It's definitely just something that, oh, it's just such a nice thing because it's a blank space. I really wanted something on there. I've got to clean the walls, so don't judge me, but I think that's a really good use of that space, and I think that's going to work really well for me. So now I'm just going to grab a pen, and what I'm going to do is I've got some command strips left, so I think what I'm going to do is do like the wipeable pen and command strip that onto the frame on the top, so at least the pen doesn't go missing. One thing that I rave about as well are these little hooks. Now I got mine from Amazon. Again, I will leave them linked below. But I've just grabbed one out the drawer, and I'm going to stick it just on the frame down here, and then I'll be able to put a little microfiber cloth on, and then that can be used to wipe off everything so that we can start over again every week. Okay, so there's one last thing that I want to give a little bit of a freshen up that I can do today, and it's something that I've been meaning to do for a while now, and it is this chair. So this chair does need the repaint as well, but I'm not going to do that now. This chair was actually one of my dining chairs from when I had my all white and grey downstairs and everything, and these chairs used to actually be red with a very disgusting orange cushion, and I got them really cheap because when we were like doing the house, I always look around for a bargain, because I always think you can always get bargains and you can always change them to what you want, and eBay is amazing. I actually picked these up from eBay. They were ex-restaurant chairs and they were so cheap. I think I ended up getting them for less than £10 a chair. Brand new, they'd like hardly been used. They were brilliant, and I painted them white and then I recovered them in this grey velour. Well, obviously up here that doesn't really go, so instead of getting a new chair, because I've got my office chair now, but this is going to be for like the packing desk or whatever I'm going to put here, so I thought I would just recover it in more of like the theme. So off to Amazon I went and I picked up some of this fabric. So this is just a really beautiful, whether you can see the colour on camera, it's just a really beautiful cream suede. You can't really see the colour on camera very well. That's probably a little bit better. It's like a light cream anyway. It doesn't quite match the chair, but that's okay. I just wanted something that would kind of go a little bit more. So I picked this up. This was £8.99 for, I think there's a metre in here. I think there's a metre, yeah. £7.49 plus VAT per metre, and it's faux suede, fire retardant and suitable for upholstery, and I got it in the shade Suede Ivory. So again, I will link below if I can find it for you. But I always think a real good way and cheap way of upcycling is to just get some fabric and recover. You can do this for so many different things, but today I'm going to switch this over for the suede, and it's just a little bit of just you know, it's just those little touches you can make. But it's one of those things I've been meaning to do for ages. So I'm just going to flip this over. It's really, really simple to recover. All you need is a screwdriver to get your screws out, and then the seat pad will come off. So let me just quickly grab a screwdriver now. I don't think I've got I haven't got my impact driver up here, but I should have a screwdriver lurking about. There we go. And that is it, the cushion pad is off. Now again, I just recovered these myself. So this black piece, you can leave it off. I'm just wondering, I can use my screwdriver again. You want to just get a, like some pliers or something just to get these staples out. All you need is your fabric and a trusty staple gun. And I got my staple gun, I think it might have been from Home Bargains, you know. Not very expensive at all. Now you can either take this off or just recover over it. As you can see, that was the orange fabric that was on there previously. I might just leave the satin on, to be honest, and recover over it, because why not? There's no point in taking it off really. And then this is my fabric. There's so much more than I need in a metre, so you can keep this for other stuff. And you just want to make sure got enough to go over. Still got all of this left over. You could do cushion covers or anything you want really. Don't have to be a professional. The way I always see it is give anything a go. What have you got to lose? Apart from $8.99 I suppose, in velvet. Okay, so now I've got that done, I'm just gonna make sure it's nice and even on all the sides, and then all you do is you flip it over, and then you want to pull it as taut as possible. So the way I always tend to do it is I do the sides first. So you pull your sides in, and then you get your staple gun. Just want to load your staples in. So and then what I normally do is do like the two edges, so at least I know that they're done. Like one there. And then I'll do one over here. So yeah, that's the two sides done. And then on the corners, like I say, I'm no upholsterer, but all I do is I do it almost just like a present. So I wrap the corner in, just make it up really. I say it's not going to be perfect, but if you just flip it over, if you flip it over, you can kind of play around with it, so you can see how it will look from the front. And you just want like as little creasing as possible. So the one good thing about staples as well is, like, because you're stapling underneath, it's not going to really make much difference if you have to take it out or redo anything, because it's all underneath. And like I say, you're not going to see underneath, are you really? Okay, so now that is all done, I'm just going to pop the back on. You don't have to put this back on, by the way. This has been taken off a fair few times, so it's a little bit ripped now, seen better days. You can get some more back in if you want, but it's really only to cover like these bits more, so that's all it's for, just so it looks a little neater. But like I say, this has been used a few times. I'm just going to take the old staples out that I can see and just pop it back over, and then this is just there to cover the edges, cover the staples, and I'm just going to staple back over where it was before. So now that's all done, I'm just going to pop that back on my chair base nice and quickly. Okay, so that is it. Those are all the screws back in. It should go on pretty easy, and that is it. So that is right. Don't judge me, I'm not an upholsterer. Okay, there's probably easier ways of doing it, there's probably better ways of doing it, but just to like give it a nice refresh, that is a nice now cream chair cover on there. So that's a lot better, a lot more in with the colour scheme, and I'm really pleased. It's got to be repainted, like I say, but really happy with that. So there you go, nice way to upcycle your furniture quickly and cost effective. Now, like I say, I don't know where these prints are going just yet, but I've just popped them on this desk, like with the chair I've just redone, and I love them so much. Now, they could actually go on this wall here, but I'm debating, this might be my packing area, so I might actually be getting a desk that comes up. So for now, they're going to stay here because I just think they look beautiful. So lovely. But I think these might go really nice in my wardrobe room downstairs as well. I ignore the ring light. I love how these look together. I really do. Just trying to get the ring light out for you, maybe if I stand in front of it. How nice do they look? I love the oak frames with them. Always make sure as well when you buy ones that are like pictures, I make sure that if they both have a white border or so that they match. But the colours on those go beautifully. So pleased with that now. So thank you so much for watching today's video, and thank you so much to Desenio for sponsoring it. Again, don't forget to use my code Mrs. Dudley, and that gets you 45% between the 6th and the 9th of January. The offer ends 1 minute to midnight on the 9th of January. So don't forget to use my code and get yourself some sprints, get yourself some prints to spruce your home up for the new year. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I would love for you to subscribe and stick around. And until next time, guys, take care. Bye.
I lose my breath when